Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful, amazing, magical day. Today I wanted to come on and talk about a few things that have helped me bring in the self-love and the care that I needed in my life for myself. For so long I did not care about myself. I did not care about where I was going in life, what I was achieving. I didn't care about anything. I didn't give myself the love and respect that I deserved. I did not care about, day to day. I was just floating by life. I was just getting by. I had no direction, no passion. I had no care for myself. And then I actually, in my room, so sorry about the lighting, it's starting to get a bit dark, but I had a few minutes to spare before I start the kids' nighttime routine. I really wanted to come on here and talk about this. So as I was saying, I had no drive or care for myself. I didn't care about my own well-being. I didn't care if I was here or not. I was just floating by life. And when I was trying for my third child, I got really, really anxious because I could not fall pregnant. Even though there was nothing physically wrong, I couldn't fall pregnant. No matter what we did, it just was not happening. And the more I thought about it, the more I gave this situation power, the more I was like, why can't I conceive? The more I pushed it and pushed it and pushed it further back in my life. And it got to the point where I got myself so anxious, so overworked on this particular problem that I started getting palpitations in my body, and they were so scary. They were so strong. I could literally feel my heart jumping out of my chest, and they were so strong. I'd feel them in my throat. I would feel them all the way down through my body. I called the ambulance once before because it was so scary. They said everything was fine, just to relax. And I had them so bad for so many years that the moment I woke up in the morning to the moment I went to sleep, that's all my chest would do, was boom, 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 all day, every day. It was quite scary. And not only that, I did not care about myself. I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I was worthy enough. I had no positive thing to say about myself. I had no kind words for myself. I had no positivity for myself. Every time I looked at myself, I hated myself. I couldn't find one thing that I loved about myself, and that's such a sad way to be in life, because we're all unique and we're all beautiful. We all have something powerful to offer this world. So that I started changing that part of my life after I finally fell pregnant with my third child. Yeah, it did happen. It happened. It took me 4 years to finally conceive him. And 2 of those years I had really, really bad palpitations. And I got to the point where I was like, okay, I really need to do something, because I was researching every day how to fall pregnant, what was going on, what I could do to increase my chances and things like that. So it was constantly on my mind 24/7. I would talk about it. I would think about it. All I wanted to do was be pregnant again. And it was just something that was constantly on my mind. And I realized that I could not continue down this path with these palpitations for the rest of my life, because they were so strong and so scary. I realized that I needed to do something to take my mind off of the situation, because it was on there 24/7. So the moment I made that decision, right, I've got to redirect my mind, redirect my focus, put that energy into something else, take my mind off of the problem, off of the situation, then things started to shift a lot more better. And my palpitations didn't fully go away until I actually gave birth to him. And then probably maybe they weren't as strong. And then probably a year later, after the rest of my journey started, they've pretty much completely gone. And it's amazing. So grateful, so blessed. So I found something that I really enjoyed, something that I knew I needed to move my body. I knew I needed to get my mind off the situation. Okay, so what can I do to do both things? Walking was great, but I could still think. I was still constantly thinking about it. So I started doing yoga, and oh my goodness, it was such a life changer. I've not stopped doing yoga, and I really need to start doing it more often than I do. But when I feel really anxious, really scattered, really starting to go off again, I do yoga, and it really helps me to balance and bring my mind back to one. I'm not thinking about anything else but the poses that I'm doing, the relaxing of my body, and it really brings me back to the moment, back to calmness, back to oneness. And I loved the way I could move my body. Even though I'm a bigger girl, I could still bend and move and get into those amazing, beautiful poses. And I loved the way it challenged me, not only physically, but mentally, because you really had to concentrate on what you're doing. So while I was doing those poses, doing that yoga, I was not thinking about my problem. I wasn't giving it focus anymore. I was too busy moving and enjoying what my body could do. So yoga was a lifesaver, and it was something that I really enjoyed. So find something that you really love to do. If you suffer from anxiety or anything like that, find something that you really like to do to be able to take your mind off of the situation and put that energy into something else, something more productive, something more meaningful, something that can actually help me move forward. For me, it was a lifesaver. It really helped me move forward, not only to conceive my third child, but my whole journey from that moment on. So I started doing that. I started going out with my friends. I started really enjoying my life, my moments, and not keeping myself stuck in a bubble, not keeping myself at home, worrying about the problem. I started going out. I started having fun. I started going for coffees. That really helped me as well. So they're the things that really helped me with my anxiety. And then as I started moving forward, I realized how hard I was on myself. I was really, really hard on myself. I was always beating myself up. Why aren't you this? Why aren't you that? Why aren't you doing this? Why haven't you done that? It was just crazy. And I got to the stage where I was like, do I want to continue down this path of continually beating myself up? Do I want to continue down this path where I don't have a kind thing to say about myself? Or do I really want to live my life? Do I really want to express it to my fullest capacity? Do I want to enjoy all the moments that my life has to give me? Or do I just want to brush them off and stay miserable and unhappy and just self-loathing and hating? Or do I want to laugh and giggle and explore and have fun? Because the world really is our oyster. It's our playground. The world is one huge playground. Are we going to enjoy it and have fun and use it to our fullest capacity, or are we going to keep ourselves stuck? I realized that I did not want to be stuck anymore. I did not want to be so mean and hard and bullying on myself. I wanted to enjoy myself. I want to look at myself and go, yeah, this body is giving you 3 babies. You know, I'm not the picture perfect thing that society would say is deemed worthy. But you know what? I am me, and I am just as important, just as worthy, just as good enough, and just as amazing as everybody else. I feel like I got a bit of chocolate there. I don't know. I think there's a little bit of chocolate there. I had something to eat before. So I decided, right, no, I don't want to go down that path anymore. I started seeing what my body can do. I started moving my body. And when I bring myself back to oneness, back to calmness, a lot of things dropped in for me. So a lot of realizations, a lot of aha moments, people, things, whatever it may be, started coming into my life as I needed them. And that's when I started my spirituality journey. I started realizing I wanted to dance to the beat of my own drum, not somebody else's. I wanted to fully express and love myself to my fullest capacity. Seems to be the word of the day, but I really wanted to express myself and love myself fully, wholly, and completely. I did not want to keep living somebody else's beliefs, somebody else's thoughts, somebody else's projection, because when people are saying things to you, it's a projection of themselves. It's their own fears that they're putting onto you because they don't want to face their own fears. So they put them onto other people to make themselves feel better for like a few seconds. And that's all it really is. So I went, right, no more. I want to enjoy myself. I want to look at myself and go, you're doing good today, girl. You are rocking it. You are living your life to the fullest. You are having fun. You're doing what you want. You're not worrying about anybody else's feelings and thoughts. You are living life to your terms. You are living life how you want to live it. You are living life to the fullest. You make the rules. You decide how it goes. You decide which direction you're going. Nobody else. So things started dropping in for me. I started learning about law of attraction. I started learning about manifestation, meditation, all these beautiful things that have helped me truly accept myself. One of the things I like to do to really bring in that self-love is to really look at myself and just start writing things down that I love. So my nose, my hair, my body, how it's given me 3 babies, how beautiful my heart is. Even my freckles I've started to love, you know, just fully looking at myself and just going over those things every day. You're beautiful, you are worthy, you are passionate, you are smart, you are energetic. All these things I've just started saying to myself over and over and over again. And I found they've really, really worked. I do meditation as well. That helps me come back to the moment. It helps me focus so my mind's not scattered and all over the place. I'm just going to lean back a little bit. There we go. So I do meditation and it really helps me focus my mind. It brings me back into the moment. So my mind's not all over the place. It's not racing from one thing to another. And in meditation, a lot of things have come to me that have bubbled to the surface, things that I've needed to work through, things that have been hidden a lot from in my subconscious that have been holding me back. So I've been working through those. And meditation, I was not the best to begin with. My mind would still wander, but I still kept trying. I still kept turning up every day or every second day or whenever I could. And every time my mind would wander, I would just bring it back. Okay, thank you. Bring it back to center. Okay, thank you. Bring it back to center. And I found that that's really helped me as well. Putting headphones on as well to block out the noise and just putting some beautiful music on has really helped me on my journey. And I've realized by doing meditation and truly looking at myself, I've realized how powerful I am, how strong I am, how passionate I am, and things that I really have got to give the world. Meditation for me is not just about calming the mind. It's about allowing my intuition to flow. It's about receiving that inner guidance, not that gut feeling, but that inner guidance from your higher self, bringing it back into one. All these messages and things can come through that make so much sense, and I can work through them and I can face my fears, the things that are holding me back. Meditation has been so much more for me than just quieting the mind. I've really let my intuition flow, and the things that have come through are just so powerful. So things are forgotten, things that were hidden, and now I'm able to work through them and release them. So meditation has been truly amazing for me. I have also started doing things that I love. So I've been decorating my home to make it more homely, more myself. I've started looking after myself. Just looking after my space has made me feel really good, really, really, really good. I like a place that I can come home to, that I'm happy to be at home, because your home is your sanctuary. Your home is your safe place. You've got to be able to be comfortable coming home. Otherwise, for me, with my anxiety, if I'm not happy where I am, it just makes everything 100% times worse. So I've got to be really happy with where I am. Journaling has also been a lifesaver for me. just instead of carrying around the burdens on my shoulders, in my heart, in my cells, in my body, in my fiber, I have brought, actually it's over here, I brought a gorgeous little, it's not this one, but it's similar to this. They're called Flexies. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I just brought myself a little notebook, and see the little detail on there. So instead of carrying around those thoughts, those problems, those things that are really heavy on my heart, I write them down. So say if there's something on my mind on a particular day, I'll just put some beautiful music on, some calming music. I'll sit down, I'll bring myself into heart coherence, and I'll say, okay, I'm ready to open up. What's coming through for me today? And I just write it all down. Just get it all down, no matter what it is. Whether I'm hating on myself that particular day, I'll write down why I'm hating on myself, what's really going on. And I'll write it all down in my diary, and I'll just get it all out, get everything out, get it off my chest. And that way you don't have to carry it around with you anymore, because you've written it down. You've written it down in this beautiful thing. So you can release it now. You don't have to hold on to it. So journaling has also been amazing for me, because I can get all that emotion, all that ickiness, all that murkiness out. I can get it out of my system, get it out of my mind, and I don't have to hold on to it anymore. And that has been really good for me for working through those problems that I've been holding on to, that self-hate, that self-loathing, that unworthiness that I've had for so long. Writing it out just allows me to release it. And then when I look at it, I'm like, are you serious? Have you been holding on to that for so long? That craziness, that stuff that isn't even your beliefs. They're not even your beliefs. They're someone else's beliefs, and you've been holding on to them, giving them power, giving them power over your life. You've given this crap power over your life. That's not even yours to carry. It's not even your burden. So meditation and journaling has been truly powerful for me. And the more I do these things, the more I bring in, I am loved, I am worthy, I'm good enough. They're really changing my life. They're really making me feel so much better in everything I do, finding passion in my day, doing things that are meaningful to me, things that are lifting my vibration, going for walks, listening to music, yoga, journaling, meditation, starting this course that I'm doing. All these beautiful things have brought me to this moment where I'm really truly starting to accept myself. I listen to Abraham Hicks. I listen to all these beautiful people who really have come into my life, helping me raise that vibration, making me realize that everything that I've been holding on to hasn't been mine to hold on to in the first place. They've been somebody else's crap that's been dumped on me, society, people around me. They've just dumped it, and I've taken it on board and made it my own. And so by doing these things daily, they've really opened up my eyes to a whole new world, to a whole new way of being, to a whole new feeling. I put on my incense of a nighttime, and I just relax and I meditate, and I write down what I'm grateful for. I write down my feelings. I get it all off my chest. And by just doing this, my life truly is changing. There's probably a lot more that I do. It's not coming to the surface right now. But they're the main things that I do. They're the main things that I have done to really open my eyes, and learning about spirituality, learning about law of attraction, learning how others project on other people, realizing that they're not mine to carry. It's a lot of deep work that I've been doing. I've been facing my fears. I've been going down into my subconscious, bringing those things up to the surface, truly facing them, but not facing them with fear, facing them with love. Because what happens when you put light onto fear, when you put light onto darkness, it brightens everything up, and you realize there's no fear to be had in the first place. It was all just a figment, when you shine light onto something, it brightens it all up. You realize there was nothing there to be afraid of anyway. And that's what I've been doing, facing my fears, shining light, shining love onto them, and realizing that I've been holding on to these things with such grip, with like a safety blanket, and it's held me back from truly living my life. And I shined the light on them, shined the love on them, and I was like, there was nothing to be fearful of. There was nothing to hold on to. There was nothing there that was real. It was only this that made it real. It was only this that gave it power. It was only this that made me stay hidden and back. So facing my fears, really going deep down, which is what I'm learning to do right now, has been life-changing. I have realized so many things by doing this course, and by doing my spirituality, and by doing my law of attraction, and by really looking into all aspects of these different areas, how much my own mind, my own fears, my own other people's beliefs held me back from truly living. Yeah, so that's what I do daily. I meditate, I journal, I face my fears, I shine light on them, I work through them, I dance, I laugh more, I enjoy life more, I accept myself more because I'm only me, there's only one of me. I think that's all the world could handle, really, is just one of me. I don't think it can handle any more. But just truly accepting myself for who I am, and not being afraid to be myself, not being afraid to put myself out there, not being afraid to be seen and heard and accepted and supported, to realize I don't have to do everything on my own. Just fully accepting me for everything that I have to offer. And I feel as though the more I move forward, more things come in, more things that make sense, more things that I can put into my toolbox to be able to help me when I'm having a bad day, when I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling anxious. And yeah, one beautiful phrase that I do say quite a bit when I'm starting to feel that angst rising, when I start feeling the world's coming down on my shoulders, which again is just the mind playing tricks on us. It's just the ego stepping in and going, ooh, you're moving forward in a beautiful, positive way. We're going to try and get you back over here. I say to myself, is there really a problem? Is it really that bad? And then that stops me in my tracks. It brings me back to the moment. And I'm like, there really is no problem. My mind was just blowing it up. My mind was making it a problem. My mind was doing that. And there really is no problem. So that is a really good phrase that's really helped me. I'll come back another day and do another video of other things that I do to help me, and that's helped me bring in that self-love and that worthiness. I listen to binaural beats. I listen to affirmations. I listen to beautiful music as I'm going to sleep. But yeah, really facing my fears has helped me a lot. So I hope this has helped you somewhat. It's really helped me, but just finding my own path, just finding my own passions and joy and things that light me up. When you find something that you love, that you're really passionate about, and you give it your all and you put your whole heart into it, your whole world opens up. Because when you're in that moment, when you're in that passion, when you're in that joy, when you're in that flow, it opens up your intuition, and you are able to receive that information through. And I'll come back on another day as well and talk to you about some of the things I'm learning, because it is really amazing. It's mind-blowing. It's just eye-opening, and it's just truly magical, and as I said, life-changing. So when you find something you're passionate about, it opens up so many more avenues, so many channels. You start getting into the flow, you start getting into peace, you start getting into calmness, you start enjoying the things around you. Everything becomes so much brighter. And that's what's happened to me. Everything's so much brighter. I know I'm not picture perfect, but I'm picture perfect for myself, and I'm loving everything about myself. And I've got to stop worrying about, and that's what I've done. I've stopped worrying about the silly little things that are so mundane and that are just not important. So I hope this really has helped you. And I hope you can take something out of it. I'll come back on another day, as I said, and I'll do another video on other things that I do, because there's so much that I do in my day-to-day life that really help me when things start escalating or I start feeling, you know, a bit deflated. And I'll also come on and talk about my course that I'm doing. It's really beautiful. So yeah, I am rambling now. I tend to do that at the end of the videos. I don't mean to. I just get really relaxed and calm. So anyway, much love to you all. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I really hope you've gotten something out of it, because it's changed my life. If you would like to know anything else about what I've spoken to more in depth, just let me know and I'll come back on and I'll do another more in-depth video. So I hope you have an absolutely beautiful, amazing night. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Stay divine. Stay rocking it and really enjoy life. Much love to you all and have a beautiful night, guys. I love you all. Bye.